Welcome back! We're in Grand Teton National Park, our last US national park before we head into Canada, and this marks the end of our second season of Life on the Road. As I get ready for the winter ahead, one question keeps coming up. Am I truly ready for change? Because this next season of travel is going to be different in more ways than one. So stay tuned and let's find out together. Right now we're at Snake River Overlook, and this is the view that helped establish Grand Tetons as part of the national park, and it's beautiful. The man was explaining to us that this photograph is in a time capsule in space. Which is pretty cool. I got hotcakes yesterday at breakfast, but I saved half of it. So I'm gonna make that and have it with huckleberry jam. Oh, the lighting is terrible. But I have the view of the Tetons right in front of me. I got my breakfast. Here, let me show you where the lighting's a little bit better. Pancakes, hash browns, scrambled eggs, and oh my goodness, huckleberry jam. I was supposed to bring this home, but I've already been eating it. Okay, let's have some breakfast. I'm gonna put some jam on the pancake. Oh, it's so good. Like, this is, oh. Okay, let me finish talking about what needs to change with the van. So I need a bigger battery capacity for the winter. In the winter time, there's less daylight. So the sun will start setting like 4:30, 5 p.m., which means I'm losing 4 or 5 hours of solar charging. And also the fact that in the winter, I tend to boondock longer. And if I'm not driving, I'm going to need a bigger battery bank to store energy so I can stay boondocked for long periods of time in the winter. So the winter travel season is going to be slower for sure than the summer. It's going to be a time of more resting and taking a slower pace. We're still going to see like amazing stuff. Don't get me wrong. Like we still have plans to go all over, but it's going to be at a much more relaxed pace. Someone's alarm is going off. The joys of parking in a parking lot. I will have a heater for the van. Because in the winter, even if you go to the southwest, it can get down to freezing at night because of the desert. Like, it'll be hot during the day, but then at night it'll go down to below freezing. So it's going to be really important for me to have a heater this winter, especially with Archie. So yeah, I'm really, really excited for that because it has been like really cold here. And I was like, the buddy heater is not, I don't know, it's doing a better job than having nothing, but I could definitely, I think for a longer winter season, use an upgrade there. I think these changes are gonna really take it to the next level and make traveling a lot easier. Unlike most mountain ranges, the Tetons were shaped by a fault line that pushed ancient rock upward while the valley floor sank below. Their sharp, dramatic peaks tower above the wild bison, pronghorn, and elk as they roam free. As I drive that long stretch toward the Tetons, they start to fill the horizon, a reminder of how far I've come. Not only in the distance traveled, but in all the small and big ways I've changed as a traveler and as a human on this earth. Look at that perfect reflection of the Tetons on the water. Oh, it looks so beautiful. We're gonna head to Jenny Lake because there's a trail there called Hidden Falls Trail, and yeah, I think it's time to go for a little bit of a nature walk. I grew up my entire life in big cities, disconnected from nature and the earth I live on. Van life for me was a way to find my way back, to reconnect and discover all the beautiful and incredible life on this planet. I can't think of a better way to end this season than in Grand Teton National Park, where I'm about to have the most incredible wildlife encounter. Okay, I forgot to bring my iPhone, so I can't zoom in that much, but there's 2 moose right now. There's a male moose in the back, right there. And then that's a female moose. Oh, she must be eating something in the water. So there were three moose in that meadow. There was a female, a male, and a calf. I forgot my camera and I was really bummed out, but I met this really nice man from Idaho named Phil. Phil, if you're watching this, hi! And we were just chatting about the moose, and he offered to send me his photos that his wife is taking, like with the telescoping lens down closer to the water. Phil, thank you so much if you're watching this, because that moment of seeing the three moose was so special. And I don't know, like, you can't really get that same emotion when you see wild animals in captivity. Like, I stopped going to zoos a long time ago and things like that because it's depressing. And seeing them like out in a meadow in a protected area, like just eating peacefully in the pond, was so special. After seeing the moose, I continued on to Hidden Falls on a beautiful trail that followed Jenny Lake. I decided to head back earlier and try to catch another glimpse of the moose, but this time more up close. Okay, I found a trail that goes right up to the pond, and they're still here. So I'm gonna see if I can get close enough to show you. I only see the male and the female. I don't know where the calf is. Right there, and right there. So the moose just moved out of the pond and started eating the leaves into the field, and I was like, I don't know if it was stupid, but I was really close. I was like 30 yards. They were really close, and my camera makes them look so far. Like, I can barely see them on the camera, but I could tell the male is really young. His antlers are really small, and the female and the baby were together. Oh man, what a high to end the trip on. Like, if I didn't step out of my comfort zone and go up down to the lake and get up close, I wouldn't have been able to see them that well. Like, yeah, I wasn't gonna come down here because I was afraid, but I did it, and it was incredible. Definitely one of the best days of the year for me was today. With winter approaching, I can't help but feel a little sad, knowing these beautiful fall colors and the warmth that came with them will soon be gone. But I remind myself that the only constant is change, and maybe that's not something to resist, but something to appreciate, because change doesn't just bring in the new, it makes me notice what's here right now even more. And maybe that's the hope in all of it, that just like nature, we're always changing too. The parts of ourselves we wish were different might one day become something new, or maybe we change in a different way and just learn to love ourselves as we are. Can you believe this exists? Like, what? I've been very emotional. I don't know if it's because I'm like heading home soon and this part of the trip is over, but as I've been spending the last week reflecting on this first maiden voyage that I took with Stardust, and realizing and crystallizing the why behind why I'm doing this lifestyle, and then to end on such a high, like to be here has, I don't know, it just feels really good. It feels really good for once not questioning if I'm making the right choices in life and doubting my decisions. Like, no, I feel nothing but pure gratitude, like, for this opportunity to be experiencing this amazing planet we live on. Like, I can't think of a better way to do it than to be traveling in a van, because all these amazing places I'm showing here are from the side of the road. Like the van is parked like over there, and I just walk down and here it is. Like, and some of the best scenery and views I've seen were from the van that I did my best to capture on camera to share with you all. With that, I think I'm gonna leave it here. Thank you all so much for joining me on our first summer fall trip in Stardust. I hope it was enjoyable. I hope you liked coming along with us, and I guess until next time, I'll see you soon. Bye!